There we go. I think we're live.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to Tuesday. Pleased to say we have Kirsten with us. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Good, good. We do have Andrea with us, standing over there, trying to finish the dinner. How are you getting on?
All right, I'm nearly there.
Nearly there. Okay, good. Yeah, welcome. It's been a while. I was trying to work out when we last chatted. I think it was early December, was it? We had a
November, because we were in lockdown, weren't we? And we opened in December, so it was November time.
Right. So how has lockdown been since then?
I think I found this third one the hardest. But I think a lot of people are the same, aren't they? I think we've all just got pandemic fatigue, and I'm just running out of, resilience. But I'm better now than I was a few weeks. January, sort of end of January, I was really bad. It's just, I'm never great in winter. I'm not a winter person.
No.
So lockdown and winter combination is just like, it's too much.
Yeah, and then of course business-wise, we'd better explain, because since we had you on, we've had a crazy boost in subs. So there might be a lot of people that haven't met you or seen your channel. So you're currently in your shop. Do you want to explain a bit about that and where you are and stuff?
Okay, well, I have a little shop. Well, it's not that little, actually, quite a sizable shop in a small town in Devon called Ottery St Mary. And it's a mixture of things. Originally, it set out, it was just secondhand vintage antiques. And then when the first lockdown hit in March, I realised it was going to be difficult to get stock this year. So I started looking for newer items that would fit in with the shop that I've got. So I've got a lot of these sort of metal signs that I sell. A lot of them look like reproduction or vintage signs. I sell baskets. I have got some secondhand baskets, but I've got new ones as well. I've got candles. So a lot of the things that I've tried to do is get things that are sort of environmentally friendly and all that sort of thing. So I went with this company that make vegan hand-poured candles. They're all ethically sourced, and they use recycled packaging and recycled glass and everything. And it's made in a factory using solar power. And it's all very good. I also, what else have I got in? Oh, the fair trade decorations. So for Christmas, I've got the fair trade
I think that's what we were talking about last time we chatted. You were really excited about the Christmas decorations, and then
they went
we were locked out.
They went really, really well, the Christmas decorations. So I've got loads of other ones in that aren't so Christmassy.
Yeah.
More like Easter or just general ones. So those sort of things are replaceable. And then recently I got some prints as well.
Yes, so, I do like those.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? They're obviously being in Devon, I've gone for Devon and Cornwall type areas.
But then of course lockdown came along. So being what they classed as non-essential, you've had it tough, let's say, for a year now. So you've branched out, excitingly.
Yeah, well,
the website. Oh, here you come. You're coming in.
During the first lockdown, I had a bit of a refit in the shop. So that kept me busy during that first lockdown. And then in the second lockdown, I'd got all the Christmas decorations. So I was trying to plug those a lot on YouTube and Instagram and everything. So that kept me busy sort of in November. And then when I felt like this lockdown was coming, I thought, I need a project. I need something.
Yep.
And Zahir had got his website, and I thought, I wonder if that would work, So, and my son's does IT for a living, and he's furloughed. So I said to him, look, if you get furloughed, will you help me make a website? And he said, yeah. So we went for it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it on my own, I don't think.
Did you want to share your little thingy?
Yeah, so we received a gift from you. Was it yesterday?
I don't know. The days merged into one. I think it was.
Yeah, Monday.
Monday.
So this is one of your, are these fair trade?
Yeah, they're all fair
Yeah.
trade. They're biodegradable, and they're again all ethically sourced materials and that sort of thing.
Did a cute bunny.
They're cool for like an alternative Easter present.
Yeah, felt so good. Made in Nepal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and also one of your gorgeous candles that you were just talking about. I wish that you could all smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because
I can smell it.
Smells.
Oh, I can smell it.
Amazing. It smells absolutely amazing. And that's the English head rose.
I've got somebody looking in through the window.
Have you?
And hide.
You're sat there talking to yourself, looking like a crazy woman. Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
You really didn't have to, but it was lovely.
Oh, you're welcome.
I could recommend both. The bun is gorgeous, and that smells absolutely divine.
I just realised we haven't said hello to the chat. Let's not be rude and let's say hello to the chat quick before we carry on. I can't get back to the beginning. I'll say a few hellos quickly. We've got Jewellery Sells, Roy is in, Laura, there's Daryl. Is it Daryl who's local to you? Or is that? No. Didn't someone? I thought it was him who came and collected something recently. No, I'm getting confused with someone else. Niall, Steve, welcome everyone. If you do have any questions, pop them in. We'll try and notice them.
We'll try.
Try very hard. Hey Lex, Babs. Let me try and get down to the end. There's Andrea, Husty's Emporium, welcome. I will get to the end. Jason, Damien. Oh, hi Aid. Pete, welcome. Good Lord. Oh, Neil's in. I was just chatting to Neil. I'm going to join him next Monday on his channel to talk about Now 8. Yeah, can't wait. Okay, excellent. Welcome, Stu. So you were just saying about the website, and luckily you had your son who was able to help. But was it a bigger task or a harder task than you imagined, or how did it go?
No, I think it was actually, because he did the technical side of things, it's not that complicated. It's just time consuming. So I think with the shop open, I don't think I'd have ever got round to it because it's just the time involved in doing it. I've got slight concerns about keeping my eye on the stocks once the shop's open, you know, but I'll come across that when it happens, you know.
Yeah, I always say if you're having to worry about inventory running out, it's a good problem to have. If you're selling that much stuff that you can't keep up with inventory, kind of a good place to be, really.
Yeah, well, it's just that there's so many different, like with these metal signs, I can't remember how many I've got on the website now, but I think it's close to 200 sort of different. Yeah,
I looked earlier. I think it was 200 and something in the sign section. We'll go in and have a look around in a minute. But did you use like a ready-made template website and like pay for hosting and that, or was it built from the ground up?
I don't, you know, because my son did it.
Oh, right.
I literally just go, whatever, Bob, you just do it, and I'll, you know, and then I'll fill in the blanks sort of thing. So yeah, I think it is some sort of template thing, and then I think you sort out which add-ons you want. Okay. Don't ask me technical questions.
Well, we set one up using what's ours on?
WordPress.
Oh yeah, there is WordPress involved. That does ring a bell.
Ah, okay. we've got all the technical info here. Yeah, we did a WordPress one, but we're not selling through ours, so ours is really quite simple. It's more of just a blog thing.
Yeah, I know that you can sell on WordPress.
Yeah,
there is an option to choose that to do, but we haven't got that on ours.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if there was if it said at the bottom. No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
So the website is live now. There's a link below to it already. Like I say, we'll go in and have a quick look around. So how have you done delivery through that? Is everything available to be delivered if people wanted to go through now and have a look at the felt animals and stuff, for example? Are they all deliverable?
Everything's delivered. Well, no, there's certain things that don't deliver. So baskets are on there, and there might be the odd bit big stuff that's on there, but it will say local pickup only, 2 or 3 places. But everything else, like the decorations, the signs, the prints, the jewelry. I've even got some Avon on there. So there's a random collection of things, but yeah, everything else is deliverable. And then I've just got one standard rate. It's £4.50 postage, and I use Royal Mail if it's under a certain weight. If it gets over a certain weight, then it'll go UPS. So yeah, that's it basically. So however many things you order, it's just the one standard postage.
Okay, fantastic. What did you highlight?
I just highlighted this comment about Squarespace because I did look at Squarespace, but for what we're doing now, it's more expensive. It does get slightly cheaper when you go into the e-commerce stuff, but not a huge amount. And we already had a WordPress site anyway, so just carried on with it.
Yeah, so I've not heard of that. Yeah, Mike
Squarespace.
says he uses WordPress. There, I think a lot of people do that. I think that's really popular. I'm not sure what Zahir. Do you know what Zahir used?
Yeah, he said WordPress. I mean, I don't.
Right.
I think his is very similar to mine because it's WordPress and it's WooCommerce and
Right.
and I take payment through PayPal.
Okay.
Oh, Shopify. Husty reckons Shopify was rubbish. A lot of people rave about Shopify as an option.
Yeah. Never tried it.
We've not gone that route. No. Interesting. I mean, years ago when we were back on the high street, going way back to about 2004, we paid a lot of money to have a website set up, and we were ripped off completely. And yeah, we lost a lot of money. It was a complete waste of time. So we stuck with eBay.
Yeah, we did a similar thing. How long ago was that? That would have been about 2000. Wow, 2018. Probably about 2005, 2006. We did, because we were doing the art materials in the art shops then. And we started off on eBay doing it on them. We thought, oh, we'll do a website. And so we ordered like a thing through BT or somebody. You know, one of these, it was a big company like BT, and it was dreadful. And it was all the instructions were in German and nobody could translate it. And so if we didn't understand something, there was nobody there to help work it out because it was all in German and they didn't have any technical advisors or anything. Oh, it was ridiculous. It was just a complete waste of time. And it took up so much of our time, and it never really got any traction. And I think, but then if you're up against like the big boys that sell, you know, like Jackson's, the big art companies and stuff, you can't really get high enough in the listings to get seen.
Yeah. And I guess, I mean, we decided at that point that route wasn't for us, and we kind of stuck with eBay and Amazon.
Well, it was to go along with our shop so that we could have an online shop as well. But that was back in the day before they made it so easy for you to set up e-commerce sites. And
we went with a local company
for you.
Went with a local company because we wanted to support a local company, and they basically just ripped us off. And it was like,
never finished, and he took our money and ran.
Yeah.
So it wasn't great.
Happy days. But I was going to say, nowadays, I mean, people are saying in the chat there that it is relatively easy, as you explained, to set one up. But I guess the battle for you now is getting the word out there. How have you found? Do you know much about the whole SEO side? I mean,
wow, almost as loud as our car.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the joy of living on a main street. I think you said, how am I going to get it seen? I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm not too overly concerned because it's not costing a huge amount of money. I'm more thinking about it promoting my shop, because my shop is always going to be my first and more important income. So it's more about promoting the shop. And I think that if I can keep, because I've got quite a good sort of core following on Facebook and things like that. So if I can keep people looking at it and browsing it, and even if they don't buy from it and then they come into the shop and say, oh, can I have that when I saw it on your website? You know, that. Just anything like is to promote the shop, really.
I think it will work even for locals to go on and think, oh, I need a gift for so-and-so. I'm going to go on the website. They can browse your whole collection of signs.
Exactly.
You know.
Do you have a click and collect option?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So sorry, I was going to say, what did you highlight,
I was
Karen?
just going to answer that, because I think that you have to have a website first before you have an Instagram shop, so you can link it to Instagram. I don't think you can just have a standalone Instagram shop.
I don't know. You've sold
yeah.
through Instagram, but just through
messages.
yeah.
As a shop though.
No.
You apparently can have a Facebook shop, but I tried that and I couldn't link an Instagram shop to it. So
I tried doing a Facebook shop, but I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I was uploading products and it literally took 6 months for them then to become live and show up on my shop. And that's 6 months. And by then I've sold the thing in the shop, so I gave up on that idea. And then I was still getting notifications like 8-10 months later, oh, this is now live. I'm like, well, thanks for that, but it's no good to me now.
Can't be right. That just
I don't know what was going on.
They were live straight away.
Oh,
so I don't know if they just had updated it at that point, but
I don't know what was going on, but it was that I gave up on that idea.
Is that the same?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just looking at the chat.
So I was just looking at this saying, so a self-hosted WordPress site with WooCommerce is a good start. I've done that. I've done a few that way and still do. So yeah, that's probably a really good option if you want to start your own
That sounds
site.
like what Zahir was talking about then. Yeah.
I think that's what Kirsten is saying she's got.
Yeah. Should we go in and have a mooch? I want to go and have a mooch about.
Yeah, I was just seeing if there are any other questions quickly. Oh,
that was this rubbing on the deck. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You at the end?
I'm at the end.
Cool. Right. So remind me how to do this. Here we go. So as I said, the link is below. So if people want to go over and have a browse, they can. And by the magic of technology, ta-da!
Hooray! There's my shop. You can see that's there behind me.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got categories down here. You were saying about the signs. Are they?
Yeah.
What have you found is selling through here? We know a couple of people that have bought the signs. I know Rich bought one, didn't he, and his friend?
Yeah, it's mainly candles, signs, and decorations are the three main sellers, and it does sort of randomly mix them on. If you don't pick a particular category, it just sort of randomly mixes the signs.
Oh, I like that.
Some of these signs, that shell one, that is a local pickup one because it's a different sort of sign to the ones that I've shown you. It's again, it's a reproduction sign, but they make them look, they're like 3D almost, and they make them look rusted and things to make them look old.
See, at a distance, you'd think that was the real vintage thing, wouldn't you? That's quite clever.
Yeah.
Awesome. So there's hundreds of these available. Oh, we're getting an echo. Where's that?
Yeah, don't know.
Turn my mic down.
There's all the different dog breeds and things. So there's like, I don't know how many of those. The house is not a home with whatever dog breed. Of course, the Jack Russell is the best one, obviously.
Is Jenny there with you?
No, I've left her upstairs. She'd be barking at everybody that walks past.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess these sell well because they're so giftable. These are the sort of thing you'll find something.
Yeah.
For somebody, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You've got such a range.
Yeah, because there's so many different sort of things. There's like the vintage ones, like that's that. You see that one?
Oh, hang on. Let me. How do I do this? Do I go there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
excellent. There's one around the Hitchin.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've changed it now.
Yeah.
They changed the name of it in Hitchin. Maybe it wasn't PC enough.
No, I
like
think it's
Marmite and things like that.
Plain.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. They're good for like kitchens and stuff like that, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's a lot of the sort of cars and motorbikes and things like that. So a lot of in the summer I was selling a lot to people because a lot of people in the first lockdown made like man caves or garages and stuff like that.
Yeah,
still there?
Yeah. Sorry, I've just realised what have I done here.
I didn't know. I'm really talking to myself then.
I'll just leave you full screen for a while.
I was a bit scared then. Yeah, a lot in the first lockdown. A lot of people made like outside bars and man caves and all that. So I was selling a lot of like the beer ones and the ones with motorbikes and cars and stuff like that. So they're really popular.
Cohen's asking if you had a cockapoo one.
Yeah, there's a cockapoo
Really?
one.
Wow.
I think there's two, because I think I might have got mixed up. I know there's a couple of Labradoodle ones, but I've got a feeling there's a couple of cockapoos as well, because different colours.
There you go, Cohen. That Christmas list idea. Oh, hey, Neil. Is your site cross-listed with eBay? A while back, what's that say? I saw C listing stuff on eBay from his website. Oh, Z, I assume you mean. Yeah, you're not eBay's biggest fan, though, right?
I can't stand it. I don't know how you. Honestly, did you see my vlog today?
I haven't caught that one yet. No.
Okay, so I've got one personal listing up that I put up a couple of weeks ago. It's just a personal item. I don't do eBay as a business at all, and straight away it sold within a few days, and then I got a message saying, "Can you cancel it because it's the wrong thing?" So I cancelled it, relisted it. So then I get messages saying, "Can you?" And it's a new and sealed item. "Can you take it out and take pictures of the hem and things?" No, because it's new and sealed, and I don't want to open it because I won't be able to fold it and put it back. And then somebody else bought it. It went off, and today I've got a message saying they want to return it. It's not as described. And they've gone into this description of how it's not the same material. They've had these before and it's not the same. And now I've got to pay the postage to get it back again. And I just think this is one item that I'm selling on eBay. I don't have any other items on eBay, you know. It's not a great experience.
You didn't have much luck with that. I did see you mentioned the other day that you had the issues with it, and then you said you'd sold it.
Yeah.
And now that sale's gone pear-shaped. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, we sell most of our stuff on eBay.
Yeah, I sold 2 items of clothing recently. I've barely got anything on there now, and really trying to clear it out. Just want it to be gone. One of it came back because it didn't fit, and then something. There was another message saying that it hadn't arrived. I haven't heard anything more from that yet. I thought I've sold 2 things. One hasn't arrived and one's come back as a reason.
Yeah.
This is why we're ditching clothing. Right?
It's like, oh my goodness.
But I mean, I'm not a big seller online at all. But on Etsy, I think I must have had, I don't know, 4. No, I don't know. I can't think. I can quickly look it up. How many sales I've had on Etsy, and I've had 1 return. You know, in all that time.
Yeah, I think Etsy is a different customer base, and I think eBay has been for the last decade, it feels, trying to be Amazon and pushing returns.
Yeah.
And it's that they've fed into this culture of returns.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was going to say. It has become a culture.
But Etsy's
now.
a different space from the.
Yeah, I've had 949 sales on Etsy, and I've had 1 return.
Wow, that's amazing.
And like on eBay, but the annoying thing is that I know it was a new and sealed item, never even been taken out of the bag, and they're saying it's not as described. How is it not as described? I've taken a picture of the outside of the bag and then written what it says on the packet onto the title. You know, I can't understand how it can be not as described. Do you know what I mean?
People know to get a free return, they have to blame you, so they make something up. And all of that, it goes on all the time.
We haven't had any returns from Etsy yet. I don't know how it works.
We'll know you said that.
I know. I did just knock on wood. I don't know how it works though. Do you pay for the return? Do they pay for the return?
I mean, to be honest, I think the time when I did it, they paid for the return because it was a change of mind sort of thing. Yeah, because I haven't really had to do it. The only other times I've had to refund is if it got broken in the post, and then you just refund the whole amount anyway. So I'm quite sure if with returns.
But I think that stops people returning things, doesn't it? When they know they have to pay. But if, like on eBay, when they know that the seller has to pay.
Yeah, exactly. If they say the right words.
Yeah.
21 returns today, Susan. Oh, it's one order. I thought, blimey. But they've come through as separate cases. Oh, good Lord.
Oh,
That's no fun. I'd come back.
Go around in circles.
How did we get onto eBay bashing? It
I
wasn't
don't
going to
know.
happen.
we did have a funny one on Etsy the other day, though. We sold some placemats and vintage placemats. They were described as in very good used condition, vintage, mid-century type thing, and they were sold. We shipped them out, and then a day later we got a message saying, "Oh, I forgot to ask you, are these used? Because I wanted them for a gift."
Yeah, like 2 days after I posted them.
Well, on Etsy.
On Etsy.
Well, you can't sell a new item on Etsy anyway if it's not vintage, and
No, and it was clearly described as used in very good condition.
So I sent them a screenshot of the description and haven't heard anything back yet, but I really thought they were going to come back. They may still do.
I think he's coming back now. Hang on a sec.
How do I do this? Make it. No.
What are you doing?
How do I get the screeny bit on? Oh, hey. I was going to say I was browsing earlier, and you've got some of the more unique and antique bits. Are you going to keep expanding that? Do you think that's going to be a good outlet for those?
Look, you're going.
Yeah, I just wanted to get all the replaceable items on first. I thought it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
That the ones that I can reorder and replace, I'd get those on first. The Avon stuff is just stuff I'm clearing. It's just I've reduced to clear, but then I've got some of my curiosities on there as well.
Yeah. So this is stuff that normally would just be sold through the shop, right? And it's
on Etsy. I had some
as well, right?
Yeah.
And where do you source this sort of stuff from?
Well, this year it's been a nightmare. Normally it's the usual places: auctions, car boots, and then customers bringing stuff into the shop. And then the occasional eBay. Oh, he's coming back round again.
Wow, he's having fun. Or she, could be a she. We don't know.
Yeah, this year it's been hard.
Have you managed to sell any of the curiosities yet, or is it really just the giftables, like you said?
No, it's been mainly the signs, the candles, and the decorations, I think. But I haven't really. I think there's not that many listings of my curiosities on there yet, and I haven't pushed that side of things much either. So yeah.
So I'm engrossed in stuff now.
I just got to see. It's a case of just seeing how it goes, really.
Yeah. But you can see instantly that this is where the work is, isn't it? Taking all the pictures, writing the descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, hours of monotonous keeping going. But once it's on there, well, with the replenishable, it's going again. Once it's on there with the replenishable stuff, that's your work done. You can keep topping up stock. But with the one-off, it's more long-winded, which is what we do day in and day out on eBay, really. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've just got to weigh up whether it's worth my time, The thing is, once I'm working in the shop full time, I'll have the time in the shop to do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's just a case of sort of balancing stocks and the time it takes to list and all of that. I've just got to work it out as it goes.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the prints before. I remember you shared them in a vlog a while back. So are they all listed and available on here as well now?
Yeah. So they're prints. So they're just like they're backed with cardboard to stiffen them for postage or whatever, but they're just a thinnish paper that you'd frame yourself.
Yeah, I really like these. I think there are some for hitching as well, aren't there? Some people.
You get hitching ones?
I think so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't sell the hitching ones because I'm mainly aiming at Southwest.
Oh, Lime Regis,
Mm.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's lovely. And that's only like half an hour from me, Lyme Regis. So
Yeah, we love it down there.
yeah, I do. It's gorgeous.
Excellent. Right, let me dip in the chat. I'm way back. Almost taken all your clothes off. Yeah,
almost.
You're almost there.
Not quite.
It's taken a few weeks, but yeah, getting there. Mike's saying about the cross listing. It's possible to cross list with Etsy. From eBay, you do that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
But you do it manually. It's not like there's a system, is there?
There probably is, but I
probably. Yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah, I think you're right, Neil. I mean, we use eBay as our main source of income, and we just kind of get used to it. But it's been wearing us down, and it's so much worse than it was when we started on eBay. I mean, God, that's the late 90s, but it was so rare to have a problem. These days, we get so used to it. I think we are kind of numb to it.
Yeah.
You know.
We just
I just find it all just ridiculous. You know, it just seems so biased and unfair in that, you know, against the sellers, you don't really stand a chance. You know, if somebody wants to scam you, you don't really stand a chance.
No, I'm afraid you're right.
Flipping Sloth is bought from you.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was the no, forgotten. I know it was a sign, but I can't remember which one.
That's Jay. He bought one when he was on with Rich.
I know, but I can't remember which one it was.
I have no idea.
Corin's found her cockapoo.
Oh, right.
Sign.
Or tell Darren. Give a subtle hint to Darren, Corinne. Say, I know what I want for Christmas.
Lex is eyeing up your brooch.
Oh, dangerous, Lex. Dangerous. Don't play out the jewellery.
So
Probably not blingy enough.
Neil's asking, is your shop all your stock, Kirsten, or do you rent space, cabinets out to other vintage resellers?
Oh, good question.
It is all my stuff. I know that would be another sort. Here he comes again.
Doing it on purpose.
I'm going to go out with a stinger next time. Yeah, I know that'd be another source of income. I could, you know, rent space to other resellers, you know, other traders, but it's just not something I want to do. I've realised as I've got a little bit older in life that I like to keep things simple.
Yeah.
And if I start doing that, then I have to manage other people's expectations and all their complications, and then you soon become their counsellor and everything. And I just, you know, I don't need that.
Yeah,
relate to that.
Definitely. We found when we used to have retail, as soon as other people got involved in any way, shape or form, like employees or anything, that was where our stress was. It was dealing with other people, dealing with other businesses, dealing with reps.
Yeah,
that was most of my stress. So when we came out of retail, we both depressurized for a year or so, didn't we?
Yeah,
but I do miss
it. Quite simple, because under normal circumstances, you know, I buy my stuff from an auction, I pay there and then, I get the stuff, I put it in my van, I come back, I unload, it's mine. You know, there's no, you know, oh, I've ordered this and you haven't delivered it, and chasing them up for credit notes and all that sort of thing. You know, you go to a car boot, you buy your stock, it's yours. Customer comes in and says, do you want to buy this? You go, yes or no. You know, it's all just so simple, and it's the way I like it, you know.
100%. And the big part of retail that I miss is going, here's your thing, here's my money, buy.
Yeah,
that's what I miss, the simplicity and, you know, making somebody happy and meeting the person and that side of it. But yeah, well, when we
as well, like I can have things like this for sale in my shop, like a wooden elephant, and it's not perfect, and it's not, I've got £4 on it. You know, if I put that on eBay, I'd have to go, well, it's got a watermark there and it's got a bit of a scratch there, and you know, all that. None of that. You just stick a price on it, stick it on there, and if somebody wants it, they can see exactly what it is and buy it. You know?
And also, it makes sense selling odds and sods for £1 here and there. We used to sell like individual DS styluses for £1 or 50p, but we might sell like 50 in a week. every week.
Yeah.
And we'd sell individual badges for £1 each, and we'd sell thousands. And it makes sense. You can't do that on the internet because it just doesn't work.
Well, I bought like big
it's Lainey, by the way. That the motorbike it is a lady, and it's Lainey. It's not a motorbike.
Oh.
She's on Robo Bitch with a turbo. The mental image of Lainey going around the Devon lanes. It's going to stay with me.
Lex has got a question. Are there lines of stock that you prefer, and are there any other types of things you are looking to stock?
Well, there's certainly things that always just get my attention. I love Asian stuff, Indonesian and all those sort of wooden carvings and stuff. They're not always the most popular, but I like that sort of thing. Some of the stuff that's come in job lots that I've got out in my shop that I don't particularly like, that I wouldn't necessarily choose, I wouldn't mind clearing and getting on. And there's not a lot that I would stock. I mean, there are obviously like the holy grails of, I look out for and haven't always got because it's out of my price range. And that's the other thing is another sort of policy that I've got is my stuff is very affordable. I don't have the high end side of antiques and collectibles. I don't have gold. I don't really have much silver. Because one, I don't want to make myself a target. And I want people to walk in and go, they can afford nearly everything that's there. They can go, oh, that's a £5, that's 20 quid. That's, there isn't many things that's hundreds of pounds,
Yeah, and that does keep the stress of it down. We found we became a target very quickly because we did gaming, and we'd have tens of thousands of pounds worth of consoles, and we were broken into several times.
Yeah,
and that was then a constant stress. We had to have, and the amount of security we had to get insured was costing us an arm and a leg by the end of it. We had to have shutters installed and all of it. It was just
we weren't allowed to have shutters on the outside because our landlord wouldn't let us have shutters on the outside. Old buildings, you can't do this and that, but you have to do this and that, so we've got to have it put on the inside of our anyway. But I'm with you. And Husty's there, oh my god, I'm all for keeping things simple. And I think we've also done that, and coming out of retail and trying to keep things simple. And I think some people don't understand when they look at our business and they say, oh, you're still fiddling around with this low value stuff, but we're happy and content doing this, and we're not trying to expand and make a million anymore, because that's not what we've ever tried to do. It's I don't think some people understand being happy and content with what you're doing and that being enough, and that's where we are.
Under normal circumstances, I'll say this again, under normal circumstances, I absolutely love my job. And I love it when people come in and we have a chat about all that's going on. And that to me is the best part of the job, is meeting people, talking to people, and just, that is my life, So, and then I go to auctions and talk to other people, and then I go to car boots and talk to other people, I don't, I couldn't sit in an office and type away on a computer. It just wouldn't do it for me.
Yeah, sadly, that is what we do now. We miss people quite a lot, particularly now. I mean, what did you highlight there?
Yeah, Lex has got another question asking, are you expecting an influx of people to sell stuff when lockdown eases?
I don't know, because there wasn't really much in the summer. I didn't have an awful lot of people coming in the summer, so I don't know. I had two, not house clearances, but similar, two people who needed to get rid of a lot of stuff that I bought a lot of stuff from. But apart from that, there wasn't a lot of people offering me things. But it might change as, after June, when they say all the restrictions are lifted and everybody feels a bit safer about going out, and it might change then. And I hope so. I hope that's the case. That would be lovely.
Oh, we've got a super chat from Toys Are for Boys. Thank you.
Here's 20 Canadian to use how you want. Not sure how much that money
weighs in pounds.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And Stu Mandry's got a question: best and worst auction purchases.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it depends what you mean by best. I mean, I think I've showed you that before, but I had that gorgeous carving. It was like from Bali or somewhere in Indonesia, and it was like a dragon. He sat up there for quite a while, and I absolutely loved him, and I sold him. And when I sold him, I was like that.
Yeah.
I made a good profit on him, but still. So that would be one of my best. Worst, one of these auctions where you go, oh yeah, I'll have it, and you haven't even seen what it is. And I bought this like vintage wooden step ladders, and they just fit in my van, and they'd obviously been left out in the rain, and they were just soggy, and they were starting to rot, and but I sold them within a week.
Oh, well, there you go.
They only cost me £2, and I think I only put 15 on them, and I got 15 for them.
Wow.
Fantastic.
It was one of those things that you're a bit embarrassed to sell, you know what I mean? It's a bit like, are you sure you want it?
Just scrolling back to see if we missed anything. I don't know what that is. I have a Red Nose Day material ranking banner. I don't know what that is.
He's a photographer, isn't he? Rankin?
I don't know. Short answer, no idea. Sorry. Oh, notification's not working, Phil. Sorry.
Yeah.
They'll fix that one day.
And it's so random because it's like some people get them, other people don't.
I don't understand. Oh, there you go. We've got a calculation. Oh, apparently it's just over £11. Wow. Oh, has eBay been terrible today? We've been slow, actually. We've not sold a great deal. I did sell more of the shoes. High five. No high five? No. Oh, and your video's up now, isn't it? Of us getting sick eating chocolate.
Yes.
While I think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not watched it yet.
I'm not sure that's really relevant, Guernsey. I play poker, but I don't gamble in any other form. Not really my thing.
This is meaning match betting. We don't really get involved in any of that.
I don't know. Can't
Ask
really
Steve
comment.
About match betting.
Yeah. Okay.
I can feel myself get really nervous now about.
Are you? Oh yeah. Andrea's straight after this. Andrea's going to be on Lainey's channel, which is Big Girls Really Do Cry. So go straight over.
My heart's starting to race a little bit.
And you're going to try and banish some things that you don't like into the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do collect, and I'm really into it. I just don't know what that item is or how much it's worth. I'm not a font of all knowledge, sadly.
No, we've never come across that one, have we?
No. Okay. Oh, well, this ties into what I was going to ask. I mean, we've heard the announcements that we're now looking at for non-essential retailers the 12th of May. No. Yes. April. God, I added another month.
Everybody's panicking now. What? No?
Yeah, so I assume you're looking forward to that, or is it trepidation? I mean, how are you feeling?
No, I think I'll be all right. I did get a little bit concerned, overthinking things, doing that. Oh, so many people are going to have had their vaccinations, and is that going to make them less careful? And I won't have had mine, and will they be coming into my shop not considering that everybody hasn't had their vaccine? In my middle of the night brain thing was doing that, but I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine. I'll get on with it. But yeah, opening the shop I am looking forward to, but I'm more looking forward to seeing my mum, because I've not seen my mum for over a year now. So I really want to be able to go back and see my mum and my brothers and my nieces and my nephew, and that I haven't seen for so long. And it's just starting to feel a bit ridiculous now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been quite lucky that parents are local and we've seen them fairly regularly. So yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. I was really lucky that I'd gone back in February last year. I wouldn't normally go in February. Christmas and then summer and then, but yeah, for some reason I went in February, and that was the last time I was able to see my mum. So
you're looking cold apparently. Is it chilly?
it is a bit cold in here, actually.
I think every video I've seen of yours when you're in the shop, oh, it's cold. Oh, it's so cold.
It only gets warm for like one day in August. It's like
okay. Oh, thanks, Jason. Yeah, if you enjoy the content, thumbs up. It helps somehow, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get moving.
Do you want to go and prepare yourself? Go and center yourself for your starring role?
I think I might go for a little bit of a glass of wine.
Do the wine thing. Do the wine thing. Do you want to... Yeah.
Lex has got a really important question there, though. I'll leave you with that. And
let's discuss
I'll say
this.
Goodbye, everybody, and bye, Kirsten.
All right, we'll join you on Laney's in a bit.
Yeah.
It's the debate that rages on.
Yeah, well, I'd say any pie goes with beans, but not everybody feels the same about it.
No. And this is the sort of content that you're missing if you're not subbed to Kirsten's channel.
Absolutely. It's for now my lights are going. There's no information. If people want information about Etsy or vintage or antiques, there's none of that. There's fast forwards of me putting makeup on, and there's or even just talking if I forget to use my phone properly. Pie discussions. What else? Don't know.
Yeah. So you've sold it to me, and I'm already subbed.
Well, I'd hate to missell it. People thinking that they're going to be, I'm going to be giving them the fountain of all knowledge. There's no knowledge.
It's reality. Let's put it that way. Yeah, and I think I said to you recently, I admire the fact that you'd share how it is. It's not always easy to do, but yeah, I struggle with sharing when I'm feeling like crap. I tend to hide in a hole.
Oh, well, when I'm feeling like my worst, I do hide in a hole. You don't see me. Yeah.
Yeah, but do go and check out the channel as well if you're not already. Go and say hello. Hang on, we're still on pies. Lex is still on pies. I think a minced beef and onion pie with baked beans is absolutely. Yeah,
but I wouldn't go for a minced beef and onion pie ever. Minced beef and a pie, no. Steak pie, I might.
I'd be quite happy with. I'd be happy with either. Yeah, mushy peas. That's a good shout. But I'd still have beans with the peas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, would you have the peas and the beans next to each other though, or would you need something to separate the two? I'd be all right if the pie was in the middle and the beans and the peas were on either side, but I wouldn't want the beans and the peas to get mixed because that just feels wrong.
It's all going to get mixed when you eat it. It's not like.
Yeah, but this is where you taste it, isn't it? The experience of eating. Once it's down there, nobody cares.
Wow. I clearly don't think that deeply about my food. Wow. We can touch on that. The PayPal thing. It was a glitch on the website. Nothing happened with the money. They just displayed a crazy number to thousands of people. We didn't lose any money. It was fine. But thanks for asking. Yeah.
Would you have even known about that if Edward hadn't said anything?
No, not if I hadn't gone into PayPal and had a look at my homepage on there.
No.
I would have been none the wiser. And then it was all sorted out within 24 hours. So yeah. But I had a message from a very panicked Edward. Like, check the PayPal now. And I'm like, all right, calm down. And I did, and then I panicked. It was spreading slowly around the country. Let's rein us back into the website. How much do you charge for postage? I think we did touch on that.
Yeah, on my website, $4.50, and then I send it out by Royal Mail, second class signed for. And then if it's too heavy, then it'll go by UPS. Yeah.
So it makes sense to buy a few things when you visit. You see?
Exactly. Yeah. The incentive's there.
Yeah. Oh, we're ka-chinging over here somehow. White work shoes.
See, there you go. Toys are for boys. So is agreeing with me with the separate thing, keeping your beans and your peas separate. It's not just me.
I keep everything separate. Wow, okay.
Well, I mean, that's, yeah.
Oh, trays like airplane food.
Yeah.
How are we doing for time? Oh, okay. I had the PayPal thing. It said 948,000 out. I've never had that much in PayPal before, never will. Well, this was the thing. People, oh goodness, how did we get on this? People thought we had that, however much money has supposedly been spent, sat in our PayPal. We don't keep any money in PayPal. We move it out. But you don't need money in PayPal to spend. Oh, hello. More white shoes. Anyway, right. So you started something with beans now. Or Lex did, actually. See, beans and peas together. Not an issue, Pete. What is Susan said?
We're losing track of what they're talking about, though.
Wow, Susan's agreeing with somebody for once. Okay.
So your website, you don't sell on it, but do you ever look to see how many views and stuff you've had? How many people have visited your website?
Very rarely. It's now kind of Andrea's thing. She uses it to blog on it. For a while we were trying to build it as a kind of an add-on to our YouTube, really, a place for people to go and read stuff about what we do, but we find we can really give it enough time to make it grow. But I used to look at it in the early days and see where the traffic was coming from and stuff, but
yeah, because
really.
on my website there is like a blog section. I think I put one post, just an introduction type thing. But I didn't know whether it was worth carrying on with the whole blogging thing. I'm not a very wordy person, so I'm not sure it's my thing, really.
I suppose it would be a way you could say, I've written a blog post, and then you can incentivize people to go and have a look, and it builds up the traffic a bit from YouTube or something. But I don't know. It's one of those things. It's so hard to know if people are going to respond to stuff unless you do it in the first. It's kind of a chicken and egg thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think sometimes you're always sort of doing what's most important at that moment, So if I'm in the shop, I'm thinking, right, well, how do I maximize the sales of the people that are coming in now? Not always thinking, oh, I'll write a blog and that might attract some people, and I'm not saying you shouldn't think like that. I'm just saying that often you're just consumed with what's happening now. I am anyway.
Yeah, my business is kind of putting out fires, as I tend to describe it. It's like I've got 10 things on the go, and I do the one that's actually pressing at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sums me up. People are still talking food in here.
What?
Yeah.
Pizza, what's the sauce on top?
Depends what pizza, though. Pizza could be anything, all sorts of different things. Neil's making fajitas. Wow, we've drifted. We've drifted.
Yeah. So Alex says, "Is Andrea necking the wine right now?"
I would highly, yes, probably. Toys for boys. Oh, hardly ever sells on eBay as well. I've got a couple of extra Nintendo Switches. I pre-ordered a bunch. Wow, they really held their value. Yeah, stick those on. So I sold 2 of them on eBay. They went around 400 each. Final listing fee was 68. Yeah, not cheap. Okay. Well, I think we've covered stuff. I think, unless there was anything else you wanted to say about website and how it's all gone.
No, I'm really pleased with how it looks. So I think one of my things was I didn't want it to look too amateurish. I wasn't bothered about it looking the most professional website in the world, but I didn't want it to look, too amateurish either. So I'm quite pleased with the way it's turned out. And I'm hoping that people will, it'll build over time. People get to know it, and as I say, it's another way of promoting the shop for locals as well, so they can sit on a night time or during the week when they can't get into the shop and have a look what I've got, and then come in when they've got the time and buy the items.
I'm not saying Andrea's going to be drunk, but she might have a drink. Susan. But yeah, if people do want to go over and have a browse, I mean, I think the little these are a fantastic alternative Easter gift. Everyone gets too much chocolate, and this will last forever, right? I think they're so cool.
They are gorgeous.
So for somebody in your life that you think would enjoy that, buy something different for Easter. And the prints and the metal signs are awesome. So please go over and have a browse, if nothing else, right? go and have a mooch about it. And
it'd be nice. It's nice to get the people looking at it anyway, even if nobody's buying it. Just, I think it all helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And you can give some feedback as well. What works, what doesn't. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Such early days. It's literally, when did we go into January? Do you know what I mean? So it's only been live since the end of January, I think. So it's not very long at all.
Absolutely. So yeah, the link is below. Please go and have a look. And the link for you described it perfectly. The YouTube channel is a must. So go over there, give Kirsten a sub, and we'll do this again at some point.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for the questions and the food talk. That got interesting. And so we'll go over to Lainey's channel now, which is Big Girls Really Do Cry. So we can all go over there, subscribe if you haven't, and watch Andrea drink wine. All right, take care. Thanks for joining me. And thanks everyone in the chat. Bye.